Hey, my name is Shibu. Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I jailbroke the iPhone 4, got it working, added things on it, and now I use it not as my daily driver, but like as a really good phone, but for like iPod property. Oh my God. For iPod properties, right? With games and music and really good stuff. But yeah, super excited to be breaking down the journey of what happened. And also, I think this is very useful for if anybody's also going through this problem, because the journey was very troublous. As I've done it before, but then not really, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna break it down how I jailbroke my iPhone 4. Welcome. So the original problem with the iPhone 4 was that, okay, I got this phone in 2013, and the original phone was this refurbished phone from factory direct. Me and my dad went to get this phone. It was like my massive like turning of age, a grade 6 phone. So I bought this phone, like I used it, then 2 days later I lost the phone, then went all the way to North York to get the phone. But so it's been through the ridges, or it's been through the waters. It's had a journey. But years after I switched to my second phone or whatever, okay, technically this isn't my first phone, but this is my first phone, what I consider it, because my first phone was a Sony Ericsson or something like that. Yeah. Then this is my technical first phone. So I have this. You could skip in the video if you're here to watch the step by step on how I did it, because good stuff is there. But basically, I got this phone, and after a while, I don't know what happened. I think I decided I wanted to like give it to somebody, like my brother or something. So I factory reset the phone. Then during the factory reset, it all went wrong. I couldn't activate it for some reason. Something happened, and I found this phone in India when I went this year, and I found it in my grandparents' like random cupboard, and the journey started from there. I tried to get it serviced, like a guy to actually fix it, because labor costs are cheap there. Nobody wants to work on this, so I wanted to do it myself. So, and you can't really get parts there or whatever. I brought it here. The battery, how I found it, the battery pretty much, I hadn't had, the only problem I remember having with this years ago was that it couldn't activate. It was stuck in the activation thingy. It was like an error. I spent hours with Apple on it. Nothing could happen. And I've done like random things to the phone, so I don't know if that's the problem or jailbroke, whatever. So now this phone, I don't actually go to Stanford. I'm an alumni of the tour. So I get this phone. The battery is fully exploded. So I come here, I order a new battery, I change the battery. So much, like, first of all, the amount of joy I've had in the process of doing this, like, I think this is one of the perfect forms of a phone. Like, I think it literally doesn't get better than this. So I'm super excited to be holding this phone. So it started with the battery. I've done a lot of hardware projects. Now I'm back in like just SaaS, but then it's so much fun doing hardware stuff. So changing hardware, like playing around, just unplugging things, playing around with the camera. So you can change a lot of things. It's much more right to repair or whatever. But the problem is, when I had found it, there is no SIM. There was no SIM thingy, right? And that caused a lot of problems where I didn't know it was a problem. So the biggest problems after I got it was I got it working. Then the problems were, only thing I could see is the IMEI number. Okay, so okay, fix the battery. And the big question is it even worth doing it if there's an activation lock on this thing? Hopefully it's still recording. Activation lock on this thing, and that's a big problem. But all I'm seeing right now is activation error. So I would connect it to the Wi-Fi, do different Wi-Fis. The amount of different things I've done, like change like DNS or whatever, and port forwarding, and connecting to different routers and different phones, and the amount of things I've done. So it turns on, that's a good thing. Then I got so the next thing was, everybody was saying before I jailbreak I should I found out I honestly just wanted the phone to operate. My goal was to make it a music device. I didn't care about the iOS. So I just wanted to operate. But then I found out after digging deeper that it's not useful at this. Nothing works on this phone. So last time I was using it was like 5, 6, 8 years ago. So everything worked. But now everything is not working. So it's better off switching to iOS 6 or something that has all the jailbreak stuff. So I try to... So the goal was now, I need to jailbreak the phone, but then before jailbreaking it, I need to activate the phone. So for that, the big hurdle was activation. I could have done hacktivation. I tried doing it. It didn't really work. So at the end of the day, I searched up. I need to get it done quickly. My brain was obsessed with this for the past 2 weeks. So if I didn't text anybody or reply to anybody, that's the whole thing. So I was obsessed with doing this really, really quickly. I order things, get things, Prime delivery, Jeff Bezos, thank you for him. So I got this, so I searched up any place that would give me the SIM thingy, Facebook Marketplace, searched everywhere in the house, everything, but I tried different thingies. So the two main problems were the SIM adapter and the SIM tray itself. And to Amazon is way too I don't think Amazon doesn't even have it. I think it did have one, and it was for $30, and it would only arrive like 2 weeks later, and I needed speed. So I searched up everywhere. Then I found these guys called Mobile Centrics, right? These guys are a wholesale warehouse for other repair businesses. These guys had it for 30 cents. I searched up online if they allow individuals to buy it. Then everybody's like, no, they don't, whatever. So I only found these guys because I searched up, ChatGPT, Perplexity. I asked these things, all the mobile shops in my area that could possibly have this, called every single one of them up, and none of them had it. These guys had it, but then I didn't call these guys. I went to their website. Then I called them. I'm like, this is my passion. I'm trying to fix up my old phone. Please, can you give me the thing? And convince the guy. And the guy pretty much told me to order online and just go pick it up at their Vaughan location. So I for a 30-cent thing, we went 35 kilometers or 40 kilometers all the way there and back from Scarborough. So I go get this thing, secure it, put it in. Then this was what the computer was saying as well in terms of look at my background. You know how long I set it up. This is the computer. This is what the computer was saying. Activation wouldn't work. I tried factory resetting, all these different things. Suddenly, right after putting it in, activation worked. It put me into normal iOS 7.1.2, and most things were operating. Nothing really worked other than I think I logged into iMessage somehow, figured out how to do that. But then nothing really not even I don't think iMessage worked. I could take photos. So that worked. Now step 2 of the journey, okay? Step 2 of the journey is where all the jailbreakers come into play. So I was being stuck for the whole thing. I was watching a bunch of iClassic. There's this Indian guy from Toronto or Boston or something, YouTube, and his videos to prepare for doing the jailbreaking. But I got into his Discord, and the folks in the Discord are the ones who sort of give me confidence to just go all in on the different jailbreaks. So there's so many different options, so it was really a lot of different things and pathways I could use, but then I didn't know much about it. So I used legacy iOS. So honestly, one of the best products. There's something about it. You're creating so much value for the world, so much free value, so much joy coming out of it. So the guy who created Luke, thank you for him. he releases so many releases over like the past 1 week, maybe I think 2 releases. So every 2 or 3 days, there's people working on it. That's awesome. So I tried everything within all the settings throughout the thing to downgrade to after DFU mode. You gotta get the phone into DFU mode. Okay, you watch these. I'll link all these videos down below. This is gonna be a high level overview strategy, what's working, troubleshooting, that sort of thing. I'm not gonna play you through how to do it specifically. But yeah, so I had that problem. I tried downgrading. So I think I did click, and okay. First, you need the IPSW for the target and base. So target is iOS 6, base is iOS 7. Then you save an SSH, so you could come back to it if you mess up something. Yeah, you don't want any big problems. So, and the good thing is it's like a toy box, like a sandbox. You could always, no matter how much you mess up, you could restore it back to normal. Yeah, thank God I didn't have like activation problems after that. So it activated. It was so much, like the first time it activated, pure joy, just awesomeness. That this phone, so beautiful, like a perfect box, operates and works so perfectly. So yeah, right after that, I was playing around legacy iOS. So this is the downgrade feature. They have all these options. The menu changed from all the YouTube videos out there, so I'll explain all of them that I know. So SSH blobs, you need an SSH box for your phone to downgrade or upgrade. Latest, this only does updates the iOS 7. Maybe you could jailbreak it though. Other tethered, okay, I'll go into tethered and custom. Okay, this is I downloaded my IPSW from like a separate website, and I got one from IPSW downloader. But yeah, whatever. So the route I was supposed to go to, because I wanted untethered, meaning let me give you some new terms. Okay, untethered means when you turn on your phone, you don't have to. When I reboot my phone, it just boots into iOS 6 like normal, right? So untethered means that if the phone loses charge and it completely dies on boot, you would have to tether it to your laptop, then boot it through the exploit. So it's to make it work, right? So untethered automatically works and operates, right? Then for the life of me, I could not figure out why the thing would not work for tethered, right? Or untethered. So just constant, like just stubborn hitting the wall over and over again. I asked ChatGPT, whatever. But then suddenly I see the text from so one of the best videos to understand, there's like a kid, there's iClassics Discord. Those guys are really nice on helping you. There's this guy who is really cool. He speaks slowly for some reason, which is fine. Then there's also a Russian guy who's really good. You just put on the dub. He really simple, explains the whole thing step by step. And even just watching it, I think that's when I realized this tiny asterisk, my dumbass doesn't read things. So I didn't see that iPhone 3.2 doesn't support downgrades because with Powder Snow, which is like their exploit or whatever, because the phone itself was created after the iOS was released or something. Yeah. So I can't downgrade. Biggest roadblock, right? So my phone is iPhone 4, GSM Rev A 3.2. So that's a massive problem. So I was like, okay, did I do all this for nothing? But soon realized tethered is the pathway, because that exploits a boot menu thingy. So that works. So you go to other, then other tethered, other menu, then you go into tethered, then you put in the target thingy, target IPSW, then it logs in and or it walks you through it. I'm not going to explain the whole thing. So this is what it sort of looked like. Do you want a jailbreak? Do you want a custom thingy? Then okay, initially the other thingy. Okay, the reason I'm speaking this weirdly is because it's so cold, right? So I'm in Toronto. It's super cold. So this is what the menu looked like, where it would literally crash exactly here, or unable to put it in recovery mode. I would do these dumbass things to like, oh, DFU recovery, so much time wasted. Then keep going. Finally, it worked. It looks like this when the tethered version works. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Then step 3, okay, you boot into the thingy. So then after you tether it, you have to each time you boot, you have to put it into the computer and do the things. So this is what it looks like. Hella cool. But then what I figured out is this guy's YouTube channel. Okay, you boot into, look how beautiful this looks. Like, I'll run you through a video overview at the end of what the iPhone looks like exactly, but this is what it looks like. So the beautiful charging menu. But yeah, there's this kid, all props to this kid, who walks you literally through all the things that you should have on it and how to install like games and things. So that was really hard. But okay, you gotta keep in mind, I did a combination of so many different things. So I'll explain how I got these games and everything. But this guy's videos is really good. Massive props to the guy. This is what my phone looks like now. So I have a bunch of games and all these different things. I'll show you all the so many different Cydia is the massive thing. I forgot the guy's name, Pete or something. I learned so much about this guy who is so integral to the jailbreaking community, and now he looks like a Reddit guy. But what a cool guy to contribute all this to the world. Cydia is awesome. So I'll show you all the Cydia packages I have, a bunch. Then you gotta get the web certificate, SSL security thing, and also web certificates to go to any websites because the browser Safari doesn't work. Then I'll finally okay, to get music and apps on it. So I'll just explain this part. So I don't think I missed anything in the boot stuff. Yeah, tethered is how I'm gonna go. I think it's gonna be awesome. That whole Apple logo, just the beauty of the phone itself is like unbelievable. Like, I don't know how to say. I've never had the old iPhone itself, so I don't know. I don't know, something about it is really beautiful. So I'll explain it. So all the apps I got through downloading IPA files for all of them from there's one Google Drive. I'll link everything I used below, but there was one Google Drive that had a bunch of games. There was a web archive that holds old IPA files. Then music. So after you get all the IPA files for the apps, then you could use you could download something on Cydia called phone sync, app sync from the Luke guy himself, which gives you could sync all the apps through the restore.sh file. That makes it useful. You could just upload the IPA file, then it'll sync it onto the phone and you could use the app just fine. So I'm gonna walk you through the core functionalities. Activator is pretty much like a launchpad. So I do this and I push up and it shows a bunch of things. That's really nice. App Store fix is something I tried, but then it didn't really work. Take a look. Then the next one is App Sync. This is for bringing apps from legacy iOS directly into this. Big Boss, I think it came pre-installed. Checkmate Store, that was also an attempt for the App Store to work. Cydia subs that all came with itself. SB settings is for the same launchpad. FaceTime X, I think it's supposed to make FaceTime work, but it doesn't really work. I don't know what the just kidding means. iFile is just to see all the files in the phone itself. iTunes Store X is supposed to fix iTunes. It doesn't. MapX makes the map a little bit better and a bit more functional. That all came pre-installed. SB settings is also SSL patches just for security, just vulnerabilities that the iOS 6 has. StockX makes the stock app work. Most of the times, okay, if it has Wi-Fi, the stock app works. So that's for the stock, and that does work. So I'll show you all the repos I used, but these are all the packages I installed. Okay. Then StockX makes that work. Store fix, this is also to fix the store. Hopefully you could see. Tube repair is the one to fix YouTube. So you install the YouTube app, any old app, then you install tube repair, then you go into settings, then you go all the way down, then you put in a link that looks pretty much like this. So please focus. Yeah, this link, and it should work. Yeah. Then sure. WeatherX makes the weather app better. It works pretty well. You could like get weather for Toronto and stuff, so that's really nice. Virtus, this comes with the Virtus thing, and those are all the main thingies. All the sources, all the repos. These are all the repos I installed. Hopefully the link is good. I'll go slowly so you could read the link. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I think, yeah, all of them were pretty useful. So hopefully you can see. Yeah, find it, watch. It's probably linked in all the YouTube videos, but this is a combination of all the YouTube videos, so yeah. Even gaming on the phone is so beautiful. Like, look at this. Everything works very nicely, cohesively, perfectly. It does work, okay. I didn't see that. Maybe it's because in the factory it came like that. I didn't see a massive like lag for iOS 7 or something, but it was fine. Fruit Ninja is so good on this. Wow. Very nice. All the Ninja Fruit stuff. Okay. Fruit Ninja is cool. YouTube works. Okay, yeah, I need internet. I'm at school, so I don't have internet. But yeah, everything is really nice. But that's the perfect phone. That's the perfect lighting. Take a look. I'll show you how to fix the music. Okay, music. I mainly would probably. I don't play games a lot. I would probably use this for mainly music and audiobooks and books. So my strategy for that, going into it, was getting the Fox Music thingy, which is pretty much one guy who created a repo where you pretty much treat the phone. The phone is treated as like an Android TV. Then you could play all your Spotify stuff. But then the problem is Wi-Fi and like so many different problems, and the thing doesn't really work. So what I did was I downloaded the main music I wanted, so Kanye West, MGK, or like all the random songs, and I downloaded it as an MP3, or I think you could also do the other things. Synced it to my iTunes or like Apple Music here. You could just click import music from a folder. Then that makes it show up in the you know how you have the menu here. There's your phone shows up in a menu there, and that makes it show up there. Then you sync it onto the phone through there, and that shows up in the music app. So I can pretty much play any phone I want really easily, and it works really great. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and it's the speaker, everything is really good. The coffee app, you know what I mean, where you could drink all the coffee you want by like, I took a screenshot of the thing. Is this not the coolest? Yeah, such a cool app. Yeah, I tried this repo. So what mainly, okay, I tried all these different ways to convert my Spotify playlist into MP3. There's like websites that do it, but then they're all like, oh, you gotta pay. But one of them worked, thankfully. But otherwise, I was doing it with this guy's repo. But then it was a good repo, but it just took forever. So by that time, the other thing worked. So that was great. But overall, what a journey! What an awesome journey this has been. Really like unlocking the power. I got some in-ear monitors for the thingy for the iPhone itself, which is so good. Then I could pretty much use this to play music, and it's really sounds cool. Yeah, I think it's overall a great like man, like the amount of few things I want to say. The amount of effort people put into things like this and making these things like this works. All the people on Cydia who keep these repos alive and everything to make these phones operational. A huge thank you to you. Yeah, the repo people, it's amazing. And I think everybody should do this. I think if people, and even got the stock market working. Where's Bitcoin though? Is Bitcoin there? Yeah. But everything, just the whole process is just really amazing doing this. It's a perfect phone. I think the ideal phone to do this would be an iPhone 5 or 5C or something that's manufactured really early. So you have the compute power, but the phone is really good as well. So, yeah. I think iPhones got worse after iPhone 5. But then I'm still using like a 16 Pro Max. That doesn't... Okay, I think it's good, but the heart in the phone is gone after. Yeah, so awesome journey. I don't know, I got so deep into this that like I haven't done anything else for the past 5 days because of this. So it's happy it's over. But awesome, I have a phone. The photos even look amazing. Like, look at this phone. Wow. Why is this not focusing, bro? Yeah. But awesome experience doing it. Music, Fruit Ninja. Yeah. And yeah, that's it. Just ask me any questions you have. Maybe I'll start doing it as a business, you know what I mean? If somebody's birthday, you want me to do this for you, hit me up. It's $80, I'll do it. You could get these phones for really cheap as well. But I did it to my phone. That's what makes it beautiful, you know what I mean? And you could even get these control centers and everything for the phones, so even better. And look at this. This is one of the coolest things I've seen. I wish the newer ones had it. Look at this. And it's all free, no subscriptions, no thingy, no, like I think I could turn this write a few scripts to make this into like my productivity phone, like a to-do list. The phone is so perfect. I think that's what makes it beautiful. Yeah, the perfect phone. Thank you so much. I spent days planning this. Like, not this video. I spent today planning this video, but yeah, excited. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the background while I was explaining this whole thing. Ask me any questions. Have a great day. Nice Stanford hoodie, Alex. You're welcome. Yeah, great. See ya. Bye. Back to building AI agents for plumbers.